Sak Pase Sainte-Lucie, nom c'est Maggie Rémy et nous bien contents de rencontrer pour l'autre épisode de Sak Pase Sainte-Lucie. Avant de commencer, nous t'arrêtons dit tout le monde qui perdu une famille dans ouragan Mathew qui s'est passé en Haïti, moi espérer que tout bagage OK pour famille nous. Et je dis dans chose ça, nous gagnons ensemble avec nous Lucie County Commissioner Tod Mowery qui lui-même est très involved dans ce qu'a fait en Haïti. Il parle nous de participation avec Missionary Flight International qui n'a Fort Pierce et comment nous-mêmes dans la communauté haïtienne et l'autre communauté comment nous capables de participation par nous. Good morning, Commissioner Mowery.
Bonjour. Comment vous êtes?
Moi bien et vous-même.
Ah, bien.
Bienvenue sur Sak Pase Sainte-Lucie.
It's welcome to. Obviously, this is an amazing program, so we're glad to be here as always.
Okay, great. I know a lot of people in the community knows who you are, but at the same time, there may be some people who don't know who Lucie County Commissioner Tod Mowery is. Please tell the community, especially the Haitian community, who you are and what you do in the community.
Great. So my experiences go back many years, actually. I'm one of those guys that I feel like when people say, where is home and where do you feel most at home? I always feel like I don't always know what to tell them because I'm a guy that spent time in New York, where I grew up. I spent time in Ohio. I spent time with Youn overseas in Geneva, Switzerland. Spent time doing missions work in Zambia, Africa. Spent time in Tennessee as an economic development director. Spent time in Michigan in 3 different cities as a city manager, and then down in Florida in Jupiter in town management. Been a St. Lucie County Commissioner for 6 years. And then I also have a business, and I'm actively involved in a lot of things locally, a lot of community organizations, and love, obviously, my work in Haiti, and have been actively involved in work in Haiti for, boy, it seems like 9 years now, so it's been a long time.
Awesome. Comme nous entendons, Commissioner Mowery dit nous que lui-même, il passe en pile temps. Il voyager, il aller en Afrique, il aller en Switzerland, il travaille en pile. Et il a 9 ans depuis qu'il est ici dans Sainte-Lucie County et il pas tout travail qu'il a fait, il participe, il remet participer dans ça qu'a fait en Haïti. Il a un business dans la communauté en tout et lui-même, comme il dit nous, il servi de Sainte-Lucie County Commissioner here dans Sainte-Lucie County. Now, I know you travel a lot to Haiti and obviously everybody knows it. You love going to Haiti. Tell us, how did that start? When did you start going to Haiti, and how did that love begin for Haiti?
Right. I think, it goes back to your roots in terms of how we respond and react to things. And for me, I was involved in work overseas with the UN, and then having lived in Zambia, I've just always had a true love for culture. I love culture. And my mom used to always say, grow wherever you're planted. So wherever I was, I just felt as though I was wanting to grow. When I came to this county, one of the things that I first began to realize is that we are such a mix of people. We have people from the north, we have people from the south, we have people from different countries, all inside the city. The city of Port St. Lucie, in fact, is now the 3rd largest city in South Florida. We've passed up Fort Lauderdale. We have almost 80,000 more people than West Palm Beach here in Port St. Lucie. But as I began to look at that, people in the Haitian community began to reach out and say, hey, let me tell you about my country. And I had never been to Haiti, and I've been to many islands in the Caribbean. And as we began to talk about it, I had one particular pastor who began to push me and say, would you please come and help my community and my organization and look at some of the things going on? So finally, one day, I said, let's go. And so we took a team down, and we went and visited and looked around at his area, and the love relationship began from that point forward. And I've never looked back, and I've been almost close to 30 times now to Haiti over the years.
Awesome. Comme nous entendons, Commissioner Mowery se dit nous, l'amour commencé pour travail qui a fait en dehors côté le rité. Il voyageait en pile, il était voyager avec les Nations Unies, dans le pays que les Zambia, il aimait culture, il aimait apprendre de qui gens l'autre monde vivent. Et maman toujours apprendre tout, chaque côté le passé, pour essayer mettre un bagage, mettre un grain et puis faire le grandir. Bon, ici, pendant là, les mêmes tout, il rencontré un pasteur haïtien qui toujours encouragé, il dit, on a le travail, viens participer dans ça la fait en Haïti. Et depuis là, il a commencé à voyager à Haïti et ça fait plus que 30 fois depuis lui-même, il voyageait à aller en Haïti. The earthquake happened in Haiti in 2010, devastated the country. More than 300,000 people died. Mm-hmm. Now again, Hurricane Mathew just went in and devastated the South. I know you're very involved, and I know you've been there. You've worked with Missionary Flight International. Tell us, about your work with MFI.
Sure. I actually would want to really sort of emphasize there are a lot of people that talk about places like Haiti. They ask me, I know they ask you all the time, what is it really like? What's really going on? Where's the need? What should we see? And I look at it this way and say, we have a country that is a 2-hour flight from Fort Lauderdale. 2 hours I can be in the most impoverished country in the Western Hemisphere. And within 2 hours, I can be providing all types of assistance and relief. Or I can be going to a place that I could vacation. I could be going to a place where I can be, understanding and appreciating culture. There are so many different things that go into this country. For me, I found that I've enjoyed going to a country where I know that I can feel at home, where I can make a difference, and where I can begin to change the lives in a positive way for those that I see that are located within the country. I'm finding that work, whether it be with missionary flights or with other organizations, is always one of those things that's tough to do. Here in St. Lucie County, we have a significant Haitian population. Here in St. Lucie County, we have a significant number of mission organizations that are readily available to sort of reach out and to be able to say, hey, how are you doing? You're here, you're there, wow. And with that, we can develop a relationship with those organizations. And that's one of the things that I've really strived to do, is to say, who's here in St. Lucie County, who's doing work in Haiti, and then after visiting them to figure out, are they legitimate, are they doing what they said they're doing, and are they actually beginning to really make a difference? And then from that, I've now been able to go and begin to do work with missionary flights.
So Missionary Flight International, they're a great organization because I personally, after the earthquake, I've seen what they've done and how much they've helped the country even today. Tell us about MFI. Tell us what they do.
So what's really neat about missionary flights is that having been to Haiti as many times as I have, and having been able to see a number of organizations, I often find myself thinking, who's doing the right work? Who's doing the right thing? And are there certain organizations that I want to be with or don't want to be with? The recent hurricane, for example, that hit the Western Peninsula. You and I know a lot of organizations that are in Port-au-Prince or up through Cap Haitian, and none of those organizations were perhaps negatively affected by what happened with the hurricane. Missionary flights, though, what's really neat about missionary flights is they have been in existence for over 50 years. So for over 50 years, they've been providing mission teams, supplies, support, and help to organizations in Haiti, as well as in the Turks and Caicos, the Dominican Republic, and the Bahamas. And because of that long, rich tradition, it's developed to the point where they actually now have over 450 organizations they support in the country of Haiti alone. And so when I look at becoming involved, what I like is that I can go to a place like Missionary Flights and find out that they have their thumb on the pulse of what's going on throughout the entire country of Haiti. They're getting reports and emails and updates and prayer requests and lists of needs from various organizations, and they will work through those and look and begin to plot and analyze what all is happening, so that as they receive supplies and donations, they know exactly where to take that material to get it directly into the hands of those that need it the most. Missionary Flights, in fact, they, as you're aware, in Haiti, since there is no mail service, since there is no U.S. Postal Service or UPS or FedEx or any typical package delivery, Missionary Flights is actually the address for those 450 mission organizations right here in Fort Pierce.
That's awesome.
So when you look at whatever the name of the organization is, Global Relief or Global Vision Citadel, their address is actually listed then as Missionary Flights, Airman's Drive, Fort Pierce.
Awesome.
So all those supplies go there for normal things, whether it be a letter, whether somebody would mail a letter, or whether it be a package, and then those supplies are then sent down to Haiti, and emails are sent out. People are able to arrive at the airport, meet them, and then go to deliver those supplies to that area. In the case of what's going on right now, they have relief recovery that they're doing. And so with relief mode, they've changed gears a little bit. Every Tuesday and every Thursday, they send planes with mission teams and with cargo to Haiti. Every Tuesday and Thursday throughout the year. Right now, because of what's going on, they actually are flying literally every day of the week, not just once, not just twice, as many as 4 times a day, and they're taking supplies into Haiti as well as into the Bahamas. And so it's neat to see what they're able to do, and they have these big DC-3 planes. They're the old commercial 1940s passenger planes, and because of the type of plane that they are, and with the big balloon tires that they have on front, they can actually land on grass and gravel areas where the commercial planes can't go into, and they can land right there in the grass, have people come up, unload the supplies, provide the need and the support that they need. But because they know who they're handing it to, they know that it's also getting into the hands of those that need it, that will be able to be accountable and can utilize that in a way that they believe is honoring to God.
Awesome. Comme nous entendons, Commissioner Ayiti ba nous râler sur comment que lui-même il fait il bail participation parle ensemble avec Missionary Flight International here dans Fort Pierce. Pour commencer, il dit nous que il y a plusieurs organisations qui participent dans sa MFRFA, plus que 450 organisations qui en Haïti. Yo même, comme nous connaissons, Haïti presque pas d'adresse, pas de FedEx ou bien UPS, moun sa yo utiliser Missionary Flight International comme adresse pa yo. Si gon bagay pour yo voyer, yo pote le ba Missionary Flight, il pote en Haïti pour yo, et puis yo même si yo gen une lettre que yo besoin voyer, Missionary Flight recevoir pour yo. Yo voyage chaque mardi, chaque jeudi à en Haïti. Mais à cause de ouragan Matye qui s'est passé là, yo presque aller chaque jour dans semaine là. Y aller, yo pote bagay yo en Haïti et puis yo retourner. Yo pas non seulement aller en Haïti, y aller Saint-Domingue, y aller Turk and Caicos et puis y aller Bahamas tout. Pour moun comme nous connaît Bahamas, les mêmes tous sont affectés par ouragan Matye qui s'est passé là. Mais ça qui est important, comme le commissionnaire se dit nous, c'est que le missionnaire fait aller en Haïti, il a assuré que ça y poté aller ba joindre monde qui victime yo. Quand parfois nous entendons qu'il y a plusieurs organisations qui travaillent en Haïti, ils fait Haiti Relief, ils ramassé une série de bagages, mais comme nous connaissons bagages yo pas jamais vraiment arrivé côté yo supposé arriver. Ça yo fait eux même à partir de toute mission ça yo que yo gagne. Donc yo make sure que ça yo voyé en Haïti, monde qui plus affecté yo recevoir ça yo joindre. Okay, you've been to Haiti recently. How did you? How is it? What did you see? I haven't been able to go.
Right.
And you know, this is driving me crazy right now.
Well,
so.
We had our own hurricane preparations we were doing here within St. Lucie County. We had Governor Scott, we had U.S. Senator Bill Nelson here on the Wednesday before the hurricane hit on Thursday. And so we were making all of our preparations here. We worked through all of our plans and went out to our Emergency Operations Center, worked through all the different outlets to make sure that our own communities were safe and secure. Mm-hmm. And that happened then, and by Friday afternoon when we realized we appeared to have been spared the blunt of the storm, and our new favorite word being the wobble. Since the wobble occurred and the storm moved away, I was able to then redirect some of our attention on what we already knew was a need, because the storm had already hit on Monday in Haiti. So we began to talk about some of the needs and things that needed to take place there. So by Friday afternoon, we were organizing relief supplies and getting things put together. We did that all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And Monday morning then I had the chance to fly in our supplies. I'm a pilot as well, and I'm on the board for Missionary Flight. So we flew planes into Haiti, and it was just an amazing sight in one sense. And when I say amazing, what I love seeing is when you go to a place and know that you are not the only one that has a care and a concern. We found numerous organizations, whether it be Samaritan's Purse, whether it be the World Food Program, even the United Nations. These organizations that were there, we had the U.S. Marines there with their helicopters, these big Sikorsky helicopters that actually made down in West Palm Beach. They were all there. And as soon as we were there, the relief supplies, as they were being unloaded, we saw things being taken right out to where the need was. Now, Port-au-Prince is, obviously an area that people say, well, tell me about Haiti, how big, how wide, what's going on. To go the 80 miles from Port-au-Prince out to Jeremy, it can take 7-8 hours. Some of the struggles that we were seeing, though, and the reports we were hearing were vehicles that were loaded with supplies that were heading out and being blocked by upset villagers, upset that perhaps supplies were going to other people and not to them. people crying out for help and needing assistance and not knowing where to turn. Numerous blocked streets and things from mudslides and trees that had come down and things like that. So we were actually able to fly along the coast to take a look at the devastation that had occurred in that western area and to get a feel for just the magnitude of what was really happening. To this day, we still don't know how many fatalities occurred in that area. I know that I was on a little island called Île Vache this past summer. That entire area where we were was wiped out, washed right out into the Caribbean Sea. And I've seen all the pictures. I mean, the entire church that we were at was gone. When I say gone, there's barely a foundation left that we're able to see, completely washed out and eliminated. Their cattle, their everything that they have.
Crops, everything. Yeah.
And what's really interesting, and I describe it this way, there were reports on TV here that said over 42,000 people in Haiti are reported to be without power. And I sort of chuckled at first because I thought, for people that don't understand Haiti, that may sound like a lot. But most people in Haiti outside of your major cities have no power.
I know.
They don't have a bathroom in their home. They have zero running water in their home. There's no kitchen in the home. You would never cook in your home because your home has a thatched roof. It has sticks with mud and straw on the side. So you have a cooking shanty outside that's just a little lean-to cover where you'll have an open pit fire with your pot. Those are the things that go on. So that is their normal. We had people here complaining because their power was out for a day or two and they weren't able to have some of their own amenities. Yet here in Haiti, their normal, which is no water, no electricity, no screens to keep out mosquitoes, many times barely a curtain to cover any opening that they would have. That was completely removed. So that normal for them was wiped out since their homes were destroyed and their area was flooded. The crops in the field were washed out. Everything that they had was gone. And yet, what's amazing is still so many times to see the smiling faces of the Haitian kids and population that are still thankful to God that they're still alive and that they're still able to be a part of life. And so we saw a lot of that in the country, and we have, like many people, plans that are in place for not only short-term but long-term. Short-term, need shelter, or food, shelter, basic needs. Long-term, rebuild. Rebuild correctly. Rebuild stronger. Find those aspects that work to make sure you're doing the right thing and spending your money wisely.
OK. Comme nous entendons, Commissioner Mowery se dit, nous l'été en Haïti, et pour les gens qui entendent ou bien qui entendent radio ou bien des nouvelles qui passent, nous entendons que Sud, là, les lavages, la tortue, toute zone ça est vraiment affectée. En pile monde déjà pas de lumière, il y a pas de l'eau la caillou, donc on y a une situation venant toujours plus aggravée pour eux. Vous comprenez, nous comprenons, nous toujours dit peuple haïtien, il a toujours été avec un sourire dans la figure, quel que soit ça qui arrive dans la vie. Et on a prié que ça qui va passer là, fois ça, nous espérons que le gouvernement rebâtit pays, Jean va le faire là pour refaire avec plus strength, pour pas bâtir plus strong, parce que pour moun yo pas vivre dans les conditions que yo vivent là. Commissioner, I know you've been to several areas in Haiti, and it's always amazing when people hear you go here, and there. Tell us, where have you been? Where have you visited in Haiti?
Well, I visited a lot of places, obviously, in Haiti, and that's what I love about the country.
Yeah.
And people are often surprised. So I'll have people that I've taken over 250 people on trips to Haiti, and sometimes they'll say, "Oh, what should I wear?" or "What what can I expect?" And so one of the first things I have to decide is, well, based upon where we're going, because if I go to the area around Gonaïves, it's very dry.
Yeah.
There are cactus plants everywhere. In fact, there's a particular tree that we call the Dr. Seuss tree because it looks like straight out of a Dr. Seuss book, but it's a cactus type tree. And so that area, because of its location, we would rarely find a mosquito out in that area. But yet then if I go above Port-au-Prince, if I go up above Pétionville, if I go up to Fermat, Thomasin, Kenskoff, that area is very cool.
Yeah.
And, the temperatures don't really get above 73, 74, 75 degrees in that area because you're at close to, 6,500 feet, almost 7,000 feet of elevation in some of those areas. And so it's amazing to see the climate differences.
Yeah.
If I go down to the Artibonite Valley, it's all what looks almost like Vietnam with rice paddies everywhere. So you have all this rice production that's going on, and 3 times a year they're going to harvest rice in that particular area. And so it has such a unique feel.
Awesome.
You can go to the north end of the country and you can go up by Cap Haitian, and you can go over to Milo, and you can see the citadel and go to see what has been described as being one of the 7 man-made wonders of the world. Mm-hmm. What an unbelievable fortress that over 20,000 people helped sacrifice life and all to make and to construct when things were taking place with the French. So it's just amazing to see some of that history in that area. You go up to Port-au-Paix and look at what's going on in the northwest tip of Haiti with Port-au-Paix. But I've just found that I love going to the country. I love to explore. We're taking a team in November, including
that's right.
a local St. Lucie County judge, and we have a new water cistern that we're building in a remote village. Mm-hmm. The work already began. We'll be taking in some solar panels and doing some things with that.
Where are you going this time? Which area are you going?
So with this trip, we're actually going to be flying into a remote village called Youn.
Oh, okay.
It's a really neat area. It has a grass runway, and so we'll be flying into that area.
Great.
And there's a little village called Savagnet, and so we'll actually be there. So we'll be there about 2 days, and then we'll drive back roads, some of the toughest roads you can, 4-wheel drive only type vehicle, and we'll travel about 3.5 hours and go to the city of Gonaïves.
Awesome.
And so in Gonaïves, we're finishing up. We're finishing up a school that we just built, but we have a new bread program that we started. You don't find as much bread in Haiti, and the bread that you find is just a white, non-nutritious bread that's there. But what do we normally find? Rice and beans. And so we've been looking at things, and even on the biblical side, you find out that the Israelites, when they wandered, they received manna from heaven. The Last Supper was the bread that was provided. You have the loaves and fishes. So bread is found throughout Scripture. So we had block masons and engineers develop an innovative block oven, and then we had them make sure that it could be duplicated very easily in Haiti at a very low cost. For close to $50 an oven, we can build these block ovens. They're actually gas-powered, so we're not utilizing the natural resource of the trees that so often you see in Haiti. And we are working with several organizations throughout the U.S. that are involved in wheat, and then we're working through some suppliers in Haiti to buy local wheat. But we buy the seed, that living seed that contains all the vitamins and minerals. And we take that, and we've sent down hand mills and electric mills to grind this wheat, the seed, the wheat bean, and to turn that into flour, making not only muffins or banana muffins, but also normal bread. So we're teaching them about the how you raise bread and go through the process with that versus muffins, which don't require any time, and applying bananas. So together, we're doing that, and so then they're providing for all the kids in their school and in their orphanages. But then the nice thing is they're taking extra that they make, and they go to the market and they sell it in the market. So the entire program becomes self-sustaining, which is the goal. It's not to be a walking wallet and to always go give, give, give. You keep people in a state of poverty. We're teaching them about coming above that, and so helping them out. Because as you know, the average kid in Haiti eats every other day. People say, why go to Haiti? People need things here. They do. But in Haiti, they don't have the Boys and Girls Club. They don't have the Harvest Food Outreach, or as we now call UP. They don't have a lot of the programs, the Salvation Army and others that are here helping.
We're good. I always said, we're okay here.
We're okay.
Yes.
And as you know, I mean, I'm already involved in as many things, as one could possibly be. People say I'm almost too involved. But then I still find that time to go and help where I know no one is helping and doing things. And when you go to a place and know that people are only eating every other day, kids every other day, come on. Can you tell your kids here, I'm sorry, you're not only going to not only eat every other day, but you're only going to have one meal every other day.
I know.
We can
They'll have effect.
We can do better.
Comme nous sommes des commissionnaires à plusieurs côtés en Haïti, les sodines la Latibonite, Gonaïves, au Cap Fermat, Tomazo, là les plusieurs côtés. Dans Gonaïves Kounian, il y a essayé bâti et nous sortes de fou nous capable dire pour capable aider Timoun yo faire pain parce que nous connaît et en pile Timoun en Haïti pas manger chaque jour, nous sommes tendé. Et comme nous dit en pile moun ici, nous même nous OK, nous capable dire ça. Ici aux États-Unis, nous fortunate. We can say we're very fortunate here in the state So, en pile ti moun Haïti, quelques bagages que vous pas gagné. Donc, nous espérons que tout le monde capable garder chaud, capable recevoir très bien pour eux même tout comment ils capable aller en Haïti pour aider. Soit en orphelinat ou bien un groupe ti moun ou village, quel que soit côté lien, pour capable bailler support par eux. I know Missionary Flight is still collecting, before we leave this morning. If anybody would like to donate some items, where should they go?
So we have numerous areas that are set up for dropping off supplies. We have businesses that are doing it, the city of Fort Pierce, the village of Tequesta, the city of Lake Worth. We have a lot of communities that have become involved. Missionaryflights.org. On the website, it has the list of different places that are collecting. And then there are many that we're not even aware of that are collecting that we're just hearing about. There was a CrossFit gym, tradition CrossFit, that actually just brought in a bunch of supplies yesterday. Didn't even know that they were collecting. There's a Montessori school down in Palm City that's collecting. So there are a lot of places that are collecting and are available. Not only supplies, but then the money to pay for the fuel, to pay for those things. The wonderful thing about Missionary Flights is that none of that money goes to salaries, because all their employees are actually missionaries, and they go out individually and they raise their own support from individuals and businesses. They come on board and they fly the planes. They're also the mechanic as well. They're a dual position. They fix that, and then from that, people that support the organization, 100% of that money goes for the planes and the support. And in fact, we're actually buying relief supplies now directly in Port-au-Prince rather than just sending in the planes, because it's even more economical for us to buy directly from them, buy the supplies from the merchants in the country, rather than having to just take from here to cut out those that are trying to make money.
Great. And I know Missionary Flight's address is 3170 Airman's Drive in Fort Pierce, so if anyone would like to go and donate their items.
They can volunteer as well. They look for volunteers all the time to be able to participate and help out. It's at our airport, which the airport is actually size-wise larger than Miami International.
Awesome. And the telephone number is 462-2395. That's it. 462-2395.
Missionaryflights.org.
We could stay here and have this conversation. There's so much we can talk about, but the time has come. And I'd like to thank you, Commissioner, to come in this morning. I know you're very busy, and share your experience, your love for Haiti and the work you're doing. I personally, I truly appreciate what you do. And I hope we all Haitian in this community get together with you and MFI to continue the support. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Moi, dis tout le monde merci et après merci tout le monde qui a participé dans l'événement que nous avons fait à MFI, côté tout le monde volontaire. Donc, Maya, Rebecca, Gusti, Mario, et Madame Carole, Miss Canel, Georges et Hélène, nous tous avons participé en week-end passé. Moi, je dis tout le monde merci qui a participé ensemble avec nous. Nous continuer, nous ne pouvons pas commencer puis pour le rester. C'est un bail qui commence et qui pas fini. J'espère que nous tous recevrons très bien pour nous capables de support nous. Moi, je dis tout le monde merci qui te prend temps pour attendre ça qui passé là et moi j'espère que nous capables de rejoindre nous l'autre fois pour l'autre émission de Sak Pase Sainte-Lucie. Comme nous s'attendez en MFI 3170 Airman's Drive dans Fort Pierce, nous capables de porter donation par nous et ouvrir de 9h à 4h chaque jour, nous capables de porter ça nous gagner comme nous dit en Haïti by petit pasaj. Moi dis nous merci, moi j'espère rejoindre l'autre émission l'autre mois pour Sak Pase Sainte-Lucie. Au revoir.